Welcome, everybody, to the first episode of Is Nothing Easy? I am your host, it's me, Wario, Kyle, and this is Kaylin.
I'm your other host, do not forget about me. Thank you. I appreciate that,
welcome
sir.
You welcome! No respect. But yes, welcome to the only podcast on the internet where two hosts can be miles and miles apart and yet still be moronic together. You know, in hindsight, I should have gone with the other one. I should have gone with the other cold opening.
We'll use that next time.
We'll fix it post.
So, yeah, as this is our podcast, we literally just came up with this yesterday.
The other day, oh shit, did I enable something on my computer I didn't even mean to? Oh no, that's DeviantArt being it's that stupid box thing. So, yeah, as Ken was saying, we came up with it yesterday, out of the blue, because we were just talking, and we were like, you know, we'd make a good podcast.
Yeah.
And then this happened.
And of course, in the beginning there, we sounded all professional and anxious, and now I don't really.
Yeah, and we were all anxious, and now, we're just kind of like that. So, this is what happens when... This is what happens when the stars align. We're just like, you know what?
This is what happens when God gives us a podcast.
When God brings down his hand, is like, use this wisely, my children. And then we make whatever the hell's happening right now. So, yeah, there's no... This is a lot like, Whose Line Is It Anyways, the podcast.
Exactly.
We have no idea what we're going for.
Yeah.
We're just doing shit.
It's all improvised, but we're terrible actors, and we cannot do it.
And we're not funny.
So, I have a couple topics. I don't know if you want to start with any that you found.
I go ahead with yours. Mine are kind of predictable in a couple things.
Okay. So, the first thing I want to bring up is so.
This is already my favorite topic.
Elon Musk, right? The guy who made SpaceX. He erased
flamethrower man.
He erased his Facebook account from Facebook, like the SpaceX.
He removed his Facebook account. You know, Facebook, the program where you can upload multiple things. Not many people heard about it.
Or the program that's been accused of leaking information to the Russians. But we don't talk about politics here.
We're nailing the podcast field, dude. My favorite podcasts are the ones where it's like, welcome, and we're here to have a fun time. So,
we're not. We're just
Donald Trump is going against... I can't remember, who was it? Like, fucking... Joe Biden. Actually, did you hear about what happened?
No, I didn't.
Joe Biden said that if he knew Donald Trump in high school, he would have beaten the shit out of him.
Oh my god, I want to see that.
But Joe Biden's in his, like... How old is he, actually? I'm going to check this. Joe Biden is Joe Biden. He is 75. And he is... I was going to look up Donald Trump. I almost typed in Donald Duck. Oh, I'm a predictable person.
Very.
Donald Trump's 4 years younger than... Wow, that's actually weird. They look... You know what's weird? If Donald Trump is like that kind of person you can't place an age on.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
He could either
I thought
be
he was
like...
in his 50s.
I thought he was in his, like, 60s, but no, he's 71.
I think it's the orange face, honestly. I think that's what makes him look good.
His beautiful little Doritos brand face powder. Actually, come to think of it, do you think, like, those people who, like, when they're done with Doritos, they, like, lick their fingers, do you think they'd, like, during, like, like a public speech by Donald Trump, they just start sweating?
Oh my god.
They're just like, so much.
Is that why Trump
so
has
much
tiny
possibility
hands?
right there.
All the Doritos.
Because he doesn't want people licking his
fingers.
fingers. Okay. And it's the toxic residue shrinking his hands.
Yeah.
So,
Continue with my story. Back to... So, Elon Musk deleted the Tesla and SpaceX things from Facebook because of the recent controversy. And honestly, 100%, I saw everything that SpaceX has been doing, and it's been very impressive. But honestly,
they got
Elon Musk, what the fuck?
I mean, then you don't even need like deleting your Facebook to say Elon Musk, what the fuck?
I mean, yeah, he is a multi-million-dollar person thing
who got over got over $1 million just from selling flamethrowers.
Yeah.
So, that has to account for something.
Oh yeah, 100%. But like,
Jesus Christ.
Like, okay, I get, like, why, like, you know, you would be mad at said Facebook, but, like, after everything that happened the other day with everyone on Twitter saying delete Facebook, I didn't think Elon Musk would take it seriously.
I think if you got to the point where you're in space, which is the universal equivalent of, like, open waters, I think politics, like Russia and shit like that, shouldn't be your main focus.
Oh yeah.
It's like if a pirate from America was like sailing to or he had a ship going out to Japan, and then he's just like, it's like the first pirate that ever did it, and he was like, you know what, I'm a pioneer, and then like, I don't know, like whoever the fuck was president when pirates were around, like George Washington was like. He was just like,
okay.
I do not.
First of all, when pirates were introduced,
let me guess, America wasn't even discovered.
America was not even discovered.
Okay, let's say hypothetical
that
universe
was like
where
that was like probably 1,000 years after, like, I don't know, ancient Egyptians.
Okay, a pirate sailing out of ancient Egypt, and he was the first person to send a ship to America, and he was like, I'm a pioneer, and then the Egyptian god was like, I don't like dogs. It's like, he's like, you know what? Stop the ship. I can't do this.
No,
send it back,
happening.
dude.
Not happening.
It's like, he doesn't like dogs, come on. It's like, I think when you've gotten to the point where you're sending something out where people don't even live, I think that whether or not a website had to do with the Russians is going to be that big a problem for you.
I mean, he is a multi-million-dollar man, so whatever Twitter says, he has to do.
It sounds like
or
a fucking sitcom.
Money.
It sounds like a sitcom. The Multi-Million-Dollar Man, coming this Friday on ABC.
God.
Jesus Christ.
No, but like like
we are
and
nailing
his
this.
exact like quote when he said something on Twitter was, "What's Facebook?" Elon Musk, 28.
Multi-million-dollar person, folks. He is a grown adult. He is over middle-aged.
Yeah.
It's like that's like it's like at a playground, and like his fucking friend took a cookie from him, and he's just like, I don't know who Jacob is. What's Facebook?
If Jake is short for Jacob, is Elon Musk short for Elon Musk?
We can't peak this. We are going to be the most watched fucking podcast ever.
Oh yeah.
H3H3 podcast. No.
Who?
H3H3 who?
Baited
I only
what?
listen to the great.
Whatever the Butch Hartman podcast name is?
The Fairly Odd podcast.
There it is!
Oh my god, they should totally do that in just one of the things, one of the episodes. It's like, instead of having the voice actor on, it's just like, and today we have a very special guest with us. Care to share who you are? My name is Denzel Crocker. Oh my god.
I mean, if we ever do get guests on here, which knowing us, people hate us, so
people will probably
and they don't want to sit in a room with two idiots. So it's
yeah,
like,
well then again, we're not even in a room together. We at least have that privilege.
I mean, we are in a Discord.
We're in a Discord call.
Discord room.
And that makes everything the absolute thing.
Shut your fucking face. But no, like, yeah, I don't get. So I guess I'm deleting my Facebook now.
Joke's on you. I literally only have a Facebook to fucking.
I had like two Facebooks and.
I made a Facebook like 3. Okay, there was this. I can't remember the exact name of it, but there was this app called like After School, where you could like everybody at school could. It was. How do I describe it? It's like. Everybody is anonymous, and it's specifically only for one school, and you can post whatever you want. And I literally made a Facebook just so I could use that and see if anybody was talking shit about me.
I only use the Facebook because my dad came up to me one day and it was like, you are old enough to have a Facebook, so you should get a Facebook. Even though I had a Twitter and I wasn't old enough to have a Twitter. Don't tell Twitter. But like...
Ooh. We got some illegal... Oh, I already hear the cops. Oh shit. Okay, line.
Fucking FBI.
You just hear just like at middle of the podcast, like, so yeah, about the. Oh god, they're here.
No, but like, my dad was like, I have two Facebooks. One of them I don't have access to, and the new one I do. But the only reason I keep my Facebook is because sometimes I have to log into websites that don't allow you to log in with your Twitter or your Google, so I have to log in with my Facebook.
Yeah. By the way, side note, that app, only thing anybody ever said about me on that app, and this is not a joke, was that I had a nice ass. That was the only thing said about me, and I was just,
like
after that, I was like...
Productive way to use Facebook.
It was very productive. It's a lot like... It kind of feels like, in the beginning it was serious, and then around the end, like, because the app died off really quickly, it was kind of... We have... Okay, wait, quick question. Do you know what... I'm gonna look this up. Do you know what the fuck a Finsta is? Like, what the hell that means? Okay, wait. Finsta...
It sounded like you're speaking German. What?
Okay. What is a Finsta? It's... Like, I see a ton of people on Instagram being like, blah, 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 Finsta. And... Okay, wait. What is a Finsta? Okay. Finstagram, Finsta for short, is defined by Urban Dictionary as a mixture of fake and Instagram. People, usually girls, get a second Instagram account along with their real Instagrams, Rinstagrams, to post any pictures or videos they desire. Okay, so it's basically a meme account. So we had one with our school, and it was called... I'm not going to say the name of my school because obvious reasons, but like our school Confessions.
Yeah.
And one of the things they posted, and it was, it's what really made me just kind of be like, yeah, this is fake, was somebody, like, submitted, I had sex in the library for a cookie.
Oh, yeah, no, that's...
And I was like, yeah, okay, this is fake.
I mean, unless... there's probably, like, a 50% chance they're not kidding.
Yeah, there are a lot of girls in my school who are kind of, like... there are a lot of, like... Okay, there are, like, 3 types of girls in my school. They're, like, the girls who are actually nice and, like, you know, don't give a shit about, like, who you are. If you're a good person, you respect them, they're okay. The normal girls who just, you know, like, they don't, like, they're not rude, but they're not, you know, like, the nicest person. And then there are the, oh my god, straight up, like...
Straight up mean girls.
High school stereotype, like, 90s shows kind of thing.
Yeah, straight up mean girls.
Yeah, and like I would not be surprised if they actually just like in the library, it's like, hey, do you want a cookie? Oh yeah, then suck my dick. Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened in any school. Who the fuck wouldn't do anything for a cookie? But
like, oh, dude, when they give you a cookie, you know it's special.
No, but like, yeah, there's a lot of. What are we even talking about? There's a lot of. Fucking.
I think we're talking about Elon Musk already.
And then we got over to having sex in the library for a cookie.
Oh yeah. Also, side note, before we get onto the topic, I am part of like a a Instagram account with like a bunch of my friends, and we like on that account somebody sent, because people in my school are obsessed with vaping.
Okay.
And somebody like one of the people on the account sent to that to the confessions account like what was it? I hit a joule of no, actually it's go on. I'll pull up the exact. Actually, I might be able to pull it up right now. Yeah, okay. They sorry to interrupt. They sent them. I've hidden $1,000 worth of pods somewhere in the school. Be the first to find it, and you shall rip. You shall rip fat clouds till your heart contents.
What's the whole like thing over vaping? Like, I don't get what specifically it is.
Cause like, whoa, it's like smoking, except you don't get cancer.
But
it's like it doesn't make you look cool.
It really does not. Like they have the fucking like the recreational stores where you can buy the like vapes. It's literally just I first when I saw it, I thought it was literally just steam. Like that's all it is. But apparently it's not.
It looked yeah, that's what I thought too, and I was like, what?
I don't even know what's in a vape. Like
special vaping fluids.
It's like
I wouldn't be surprised though if like there was a company that ended up putting nicotine in vapes just to get people addicted.
I would not be surprised in the slightest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it probably the entire thing like that it is. It's just like thick flavored water.
Oh yeah.
Watch somebody be like, "Excuse me, I'll have you know it's made up of 3% cornstarch, 9%
artificial flavors,
14% gistotine." I have no idea
what the fuck is gistotine?
I don't think gistotine even exists.
No, but like yeah, there are these people that are like, "Oh yeah, you can have different flavors of vape." It's like, why?
It's flavored water.
Okay, I had an addiction to flavored water.
I like lemon vapes. You can just wait, actually come to think of it, yeah, you could get the same effect by like boiling flavored water, getting all the steam into like a bowl.
Water wouldn't do anything.
No, like you get like all the steam from like the boiling water into like a pot. And just stab a straw through, and you got a vape, dude.
Dude, that's pretty much what a vape is. It's just... I don't think it's steam. I'm pretty sure it's, like, some kind of smoke, but it's not, like an actual, like, kind of cigarette content. No,
yeah, like, it's, like... It's basically just, like...
Oh, back on the topic of flavored waters. I had an addiction to flavored waters. I'm pretty sure... I don't know if you remember this, but I'll say it for everyone. I used to get my dad to buy these, I don't remember what they were called, but I think they were like Deer Lake water brand, maybe?
Deer Lake?
Or they're Nestle? I don't remember, but they're orange flavored.
Oh yeah, I'd recommend not getting Nestle anymore, because that whole fucking shit that's going down.
What?
Why are we talking so... Oh, wait, you don't know that... we'll talk about it off podcast, because we're having too much fucking politics.
Okay, so... I don't remember what exactly it was, but they were orange flavored, and I would always come into the call. Literally, I get into these phases where I would drink one thing for like a whole year, and now it's Powerade, but like back then it was like orange flavored water, and I would fucking bring it to school every day. I had bottles on top of bottles and top of bottles in my room. It was
I never really got into flavored water, mainly because I hate carbonation with a burning passion.
Oh, they have flavored water that's not carbonated.
Yeah, like, because the only problem is it seems like all the flavored water I've gotten around, like, here seems to be carbonated. And it's like, why though?
Because it was originally carbonated. That's how flavored water came to be. It was originally carbonated, and then people were just like, no, fuck you. Like, I don't want carbonation.
It burns my face.
Here, I literally hate carbonation in any soft drink, because like...
Oh my god, fine. I like, everybody's always giving me shit about that.
Oh
it's
no,
the first time somebody said it's okay.
I'll drink it, I can drink it flat. I'm okay with drinking something flat. or with a little bit of carbonation, but they put way too much carbonation in soft drinks. It's like...
Yeah, it whenever I have soda, it genuinely burns my tongue.
Yeah, well, sometimes I'll, like, if it's Sprite, or, like, something that, like, that is supposed to have, like, a high carbonation for the flavor, I usually just try to down it and get the carbonation away. Because I just want to drink my Sprite, man.
A few months ago, I was, like, sick, and I'm not going to get into the details because it would be disgusting, but my mother told me, like, oh, drink ginger ale, and we had a bunch of ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
I got through, like, a quarter of it, and every time I got through a sip, I was like, ugh.
I don't know how it's supposed to help you get over, like, a sickness, but ginger ale's carbonation is disgusting. Like, I'll drink flat ginger. I'll drink any flat soda, but, like...
Yeah, like, I was fine with it. It's
I'm
just,
fine with
like,
Mountain Dew carbonation of, like, Pepsi and, like, Coca-Cola. What was that?
I opened a tweet.
Is that chocolate rain?
It's chocolate rain synced to loss.
God.
A baby born will die before the sun. Chocolate rain.
No, but
oh my God.
fucking...
What is my Twitter feed?
Oh, my Twitter feed's fucking disgusting. Oh I mean, I'll get like these one cracks in my Twitter feed where I get like wholesome videos of like otters and like dogs and like cats. And then the rest is just dank memes, me IRL, anime IRL.
Yeah. Like, I get, like, oh, it's a cute puppy. Oh, that's really good art. And then I get, like, a me IRL of just, like, a cat. And then they try picking up the cat, and its body just stretches infinitely. That's the kind of stuff on my Twitter feed.
My cat got stuck on the...
Butch Hartman, photography. Bendy is all white.
Oh.
It's like, what? Oh, then it's, like... Oh, it's... No, not that. Then it's like... Oh, here's a convention. Ooh, here's a cool show. Oh, here's a Gorillaz concert. Here's Sonic with Sanic growing out of his arm.
Yeah, it's pretty much what
like,
you get for following fucking like meme Twitter accounts and then serious Twitter accounts. Like I remember the tweet that Stephen Carl tweeted out that like
oh God, that one.
And above that was like a me IRL meme. And I was laughing at the me IRL meme, and then I scrolled down one and I saw the tweet and I got immediately sad.
I mean, I can understand why. Like that shit is sad.
Oh yeah, bless that man's heart.
Yeah. On lighter news, I wanna bring this up. You probably already read this, but I just want to bring this up. And it's not politics related. In the FNaF custom night thing. Scott, the creator, has been updating us with the characters he's programming, and he just added Withered Chica. And I just want to read a little section of the mechanics that he wrote out.
Oh my God.
If she reaches the vent doors, she will become stuck in it, preventing you from closing it for the rest of the night. While her girth prevents Ennard, Molten Freddy, and Springtrap from passing, Mangle can still get through. The fucking amazing use...
Why?
While her girth prevents and...
Does Scott know he's enabling the fandom right now? He is enabling them.
He was just, like, a few seconds away from probably writing, while her thickness prevents energy...
I mean, that would have been better than girth. Out of all words.
He writes it with the double C.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh God, but yeah. Also, can we just visualize a giant robot chicken getting stuck in a tiny vent?
My God, that...
And then proceeding, because he says in the end, just imagine Chica, just her wiggling free from the vent. Give me this I'm coming to get you. Like, how, like, that's gonna be, like, horrifying, because you're gonna have to put up with 49 other characters.
She just does, like, a fucking army crawl out of the vent in your office.
I just kind of imagine as she, like, starts shaking, it's just, like... I imagine just kind of like just like music to go with like or like samba music in the background.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That would be the greatest thing.
All right.
Oh my God.
Anyway, do you have any other topics?
I had one, but I forgot it.
I had the tabs pulled up, so I'm good. But
Oh boy.
All right. If you want me to go with
go.
my thing, I can.
Yeah, I actually wait. I think you might know about my next topic when I bring it up because I think I might have been screaming about it in the group, but
Okay, probably.
yeah.
All right,
yeah.
so I'm gonna tell everyone a quick story. I have been probably for the past probably for
I
the
was gonna
past
say I was
5
born with
months,
glass bones and paper skin.
I have been watching like crime related stories. Specifically,
I've been watching anime.
like YouTube related crime channels. And I don't know, it's like something I put on in the background while I do my other stuff. And
Yeah, true crime's interesting.
yeah. And so recently I stumbled and I realized, well, I guess I really forgot it existed. I stumbled upon the Dr. Phil YouTube channel. And by the way, I love Dr. Phil. He's great. Like, he is a cinnamon roll that needs to be protected.
Beautiful man.
He is such a beautiful man.
Protect Dr. Phil at all costs.
Protect Dr. Phil at all costs. Everyone out here protecting lollies. We protected Dr. Phil.
Just like walking down the red carpet and he has like snipers by his side.
So
go on, Mr. Phil, it's safe.
So there have been a few I stumbled upon. This story, I guess, was from was aired.
Oh,
I think it was.
I think I know what you're gonna talk about.
No, it's not the Michael Jackson one. But
oh, damn it.
This one was kind of funny when it came up in my my recommendeds. So I get that people, I'm gonna say this up front, I get that people believe in spirits, but this is taking it to the next level. Alright, here's the title of the clip. It's 30 seconds.
My dead husband came back to life and raped me.
Here's the title. Help, my daughter was possessed, had 3 exorcisms, and it's still ruining her life. So, and here's what it says in the description.
Sounds like the premise to like a really bad like NBC show.
It does.
Or like a Fox show.
Or like a really bad movie. But this aired, this was like a teaser video for it. This aired on Thursday, March 1st. And Carla wrote the show saying that she's terrified of her daughter, Abby, who she says has been dealing with is dealing with episodes of PTSD from being possessed by demons for over a decade. Carla says the demons would beat, stab, and rape her multiple times.
Jesus Christ.
So, okay, yeah, I get that people have like their own beliefs in like ghosts and spirits. That's okay. I'm kind of 50-50 with that kind of stuff. But this can't be real. Like, this has to be.
How do you get beaten by a spirit?
No. How do you get raped?
Yeah, that's actually a good point. How do you? I don't even. The ghost penis. What? Could it even be considered like penetration if he goes through you?
I don't know. I don't even know how it works. Like, okay, like I get that people, again, but like, I watched this. So apparently, her mother. I would be terrified to be that woman's mother.
Like, if that was actually happening, I'd be like.
It has to be.
I don't even know. Like,
illness.
I believe in like an afterlife and all that. But I'm not like super religious. But if that happened to my son, you better believe I would just like grab him like a football and just run as fast as I can to the nearest church and just be like, I don't know what happened.
Free my son from sin.
Just like I throw him into the priest room and just be like, save my boy. I swear to God.
I mean, it's the same thing with like fucking, and this is like a real like. This is like she, from what I watched the clip, she like believes this is actually happening, and I get like, it has to be some kind of weird like schizophrenic kind of thing, because like there is no possible way that this, even if spirits exist, there's no way they'd rape you, like.
I mean, how would you even get consent from a ghost?
I don't think you can. I think that's why she called it rape.
Hey, I just imagine it's
just a
like,
Ouija board, and it spells out.
fuck.
Can fuck.
I imagine it's just like he's trying to say like, hey, do you want to do something later? But then all that comes out is, ooh. It's like, oh, okay.
And the thing is, like, this woman's like she's like, they have like recordings of her like with the exorcisms. Like, okay, first of all, exorcisms, I don't believe, even if spirits dig, I don't believe they work. That's just my personal opinion, because they just sound stupid. You literally just yell at the person to get the fuck out.
Spirits be gone
from this house.
And they're just like, and I just imagine the ghost just like kind of like like a cartoon, just like popping his head around the corner, like no. Oh god, it's like, is there really any other way?
And like the thing is,
why do I keep getting pictures of? Okay, sorry to interrupt. Why do I keep getting pictures on my Twitter and on the one like Nintendo meme page I follow on Instagram? Why am I getting so many pictures of Kirby with an ass?
That sounds absolutely cursed.
Why do we need so many pictures of of Kirby, who's basically just a ball, and why am I giving him ass cheeks? I mean, sorry. Okay, continue, Ranto.
Okay, no, but like this woman, like she's very young, and her mom looks young as well. I feel bad for Dr. Phil in this case. He has to deal with so much shit, and like I don't think he does some of these stories willingly. I think as producers, because some of these stories are fucking insane. Like the one with the Michael Jackson one, where she believed the song was written about her. That one I don't think he would accept either way. And the other one where the guy thought he wrote "Shake It Off" was another one. I like to
imagine. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was.
I was just gonna say like I imagine there are like multiple takes of just Dr. Phil just sitting there with his head in his hand and just like.
No,
just like 20 takes of that they have to get out of each episode.
They sometimes upload. So when they do the recordings, because they're never live. When they do the recordings of the episodes, he comes out towards the end and like discusses. Sometimes they record that and like, it's basically they upload it to the channel called Unfiltered. He literally looks like the most miserable son of a bitch I've ever seen. Like after these insane stories, like the stories where it's like, oh, my kid's being bullied, or oh, I'm alcoholic, or I'm addicted to whatever.
Like that makes sense.
Yeah, like
and then
just like these people coming on. My daughter was possessed, had 3 exorcisms, and it's ruining her life.
It's almost, I imagine, like episode 1, I'm a recovering crack addict and I'm having trouble, staying off the path. Episode 2, I'm going through a divorce and I don't know if I can make it all the way. Episode 3, they didn't make my coffee right and I hate them.
Or like
just
a fucking, what was the other one I saw that was like really ridiculous? First of all, the one with Daniel Regoli, you know the meme. The one with
Daniel Regoli
is the Catch Me Outside girl.
Oh, that. Oh, I
watched that. Like that was an entertaining episode. He was being like for real in that one, and like, but the thing is, like when these guests like, especially when they bicker back and forth, it's funny because they pan over to his face and he's fucking disappointed as shit. Like he's like, how do these human beings exist? And it's like, oh, you got the newest season, because they usually have like themes, like sometimes they'll have weird episodes, but it's like, oh, about like parents who lost custody of their children because they're a recovering addict and the grandmother won't give them the child, blah blah blah. And then you got these ones coming in. I believe that I wrote the song "Shake It Off." Like what? Okay.
One episode. I think that my brother might have murdered my entire family, and then just the next episode is just like, my fucking mother didn't even out the peanut butter and jelly on my sandwich.
She didn't cut off the crusts. This is
like
war.
You gotta have some quality control. Like, I don't care if it's like a network thing. Like, come on.
Half of the stuff that he does is like very serious. Like, he's he's very genuine in the stuff that he says. But I feel so bad for him when he has to do with these loony people. And like, I get it that he's trying to help them, but like, there's always a consequence when you do a kind thing, and dealing with loony people is one of them.
Yeah. Like, if you're a nice person, you're gonna have to put up with people like thinking like you're their best friend, and because you're a nice person, you can't just go like, no.
I love how most of these people that go on Dr. Phil, like, they can, like, basically, first of all, I don't know how I'd ever do something like Dr. Phil. They have to go up on stage and like talk like they would in therapy. I do not know how that would work.
And live in front of
in front of a
live
studio
in front of
audience.
like hundreds of people.
Yeah, it's like, and these people are like randomly when Dr. Phil says something that's like, oh my god, finally, they just start clapping. Have you ever noticed that with Dr. Phil? When he says something like really smart and or like tells the truth and like the upfront truth to the guest, the fucking audience starts clapping. It's
yeah, you tell him.
Or if like the guest says something fucking stupid, they laugh, and then like sometimes the guest will be like, "Yeah, laugh at me."
do it. He feeds me. It's like they're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Cause like, oh my.
Like they all stop clapping and they're just like, oh Jesus.
And especially like sometimes when they have like people take the polygraph tests, they take 2 hours out of the show to do the polygraph test. Imagine being in the audience, going to Dr. Phil, sitting in the audience, and being like, "Wow, we're waiting 2 hours for a polygraph test. I want to watch my damn bald father lay down some shit."
It's just like they're watching, and then it like Dr. Phil like leaves, and it's like, now on the polygraph test, and everyone's like, oh!
That's why I would never want to go. Well, I would love to go to a Dr. Phil hearing. That would be like my dream.
He just stared at him, just like stared at him, like
never
twinkle
go to
in your
ones
eye.
where they're doing like the polygraph test, or ones that are like the ones where it's like, oh, about like sexual abuse or any stuff like that. Just the stupid ones, because I want to see these stupid
just Dr.
people.
Phil.
So I'm contradicting myself here. I'm saying, why do you get these loonies on TV? And then at the other point,
Meanwhile,
I want to go see these loonies.
I don't understand how anybody can like these weird people. Is nothing easy?
Is nothing easy. God.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, I kind of want to bring something up, like something else different.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to like end this. But I knew about this guy before, but I didn't know about how funny his stuff was until I watched some of his stuff. And this guy, you've definitely heard of him, called Stephen Wright.
Yeah.
You know who he is. I was like watching some of his stuff, and I don't know why, just his this dead, down-to-earth humor makes me laugh way more than it should.
Yeah.
Like, the first one I heard today was, and I know this isn't going to be a perfect impression because I haven't watched, like 20 years worth of Stephen Wright stuff, but, it's, like, the latest thing, or the first thing I heard today was, woke up this morning and folded my bed back into a couch. Almost broke both my arms because it's not that kind of bed. Like, the visual, just him waking up, I was like, fucking gotta do this again. And just trying to flip a bed over. I don't know why. That visual to me is just great. I'm gonna get a tattoo all over my body, of my whole body, but of me taller.
Down to earth humor is, like, probably one of my favorite types of humor.
Yeah, 'cause, like, you gotta be... Like, you can be that kind of guy who's like, farts, am I right?
You
like,
can be that
anybody can do that.
Laughs at each other. Which I will, as long as it's well-constructed humor, I will kind of sometimes laugh at that kind of stuff. But...
Well, yeah, like, I mean, then again, one of your favorite shows is South Park, so I mean...
Yeah. But the thing is, like, there's always like this point where, especially in like, I haven't seen any of the newer stuff, but like in the newer Disney shows or like the Nickelodeon like sitcoms that they do, that's always seems to be the main point of humor. Which, yeah, I get it. You're trying to appeal to a
Like younger people.
audience, but usually it's teens that watch these like Disney sitcoms.
Yeah, and there are like those occasional people who come back to it watching it from their childhood.
Yeah.
Because I've like rewatched a couple episodes of iCarly since I was a kid.
Oh, I mean, iCarly was just fucking funny.
Yeah, that was
That was
actually
well
it was
done.
still funny.
iCarly and Drake and Josh were the
Yeah,
well done ones.
they're the best. But like to be fair, actually wait, come to think of it, I just never came back to it, but it doesn't have that type of humor. I was gonna say Victorious. Did you ever see that show?
Yeah,
I was gonna say like I've never came back to that show, but I was like, wait, that wasn't full of fart humor.
No. You know what? Actually, that everyone would probably disagree with me on this, but the one show that they did but ended up canceling because of stuff, the Sam and Cat show, I really liked that. I don't know why.
Sam and Cash. Oh, I never watched that.
I
think I saw one episode and I was too tired to take any of it in. I was like,
it was. I mean, it's not as good as what Victorious and iCarly was, but it was kind of a mix between the both, just lowered down a step. It was still funny. I found it fucking hilarious. I wish they would have continued that. That would have been hilarious. Because they had there was, in the show, there was a fucking cafe that was, like, managed by robots. And they would always have the anytime they went to that cafe, they would always have the fucking funniest scenes, like, ever. It was genuinely hilarious, and I wish they would have continued that show, because I would have kept watching that.
but only me though. It did horribly rating-wise.
Well, everybody says it was like an awful disaster, and I don't think. Well, personally, because.
Well, then again, there are a lot of things that are like critically despised, but like otherwise everyone like the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Oh yeah.
That thing was panned by critics, but there are tons of people, including me, who find it funny.
Meanwhile, on the other side, there was the Cat in the Hat that critics loved, and everybody else hated.
Wait, the critics loved that? Wait, no.
From what I've heard, there was a lot of critics that liked the Cat in the Hat. The only joke
right
I like from Cat in the Hat was, "You dirty hoe."
Oh no, it bombed.
Did it?
It was 10% by critics.
Damn. I thought it would
Jesus.
be. Sounds like some critics would be all over.
Yeah, you know, that Cat in the Hat live action with Mike Myers writes itself. 53% of critics liked The Grinch. So, because, okay, this is going to sound weird. I actually, if something's over 50%, I don't consider it being a failure, because it's over half.
Yeah.
Like, come on. And also because if your opinion differs from mine, you're instantly wrong.
Well, everyone can have. I don't really care for the people that think the Emoji Movie was the greatest movie. Like, everybody has their own opinions. It's all how you comprehend it.
Like, this is gonna sound weird, but the new Grinch, everybody's complaining about it. Everyone's like, it's gonna be horrible, stupid.
I mean, the animation was really good.
Yeah, and I actually giggled at a few of the jokes.
Oh yeah. The
like
jokes
that
were funny.
for some reason that snowman punch actually got just like
slapstick humor.
Oh.
It's kind of reminds me what the first Despicable Me was, like, just that funny slapstick humor.
Yeah, cuz like, I'm not going to lie. I'll be the first to admit I am a sucker for good slapstick.
Oh yeah.
Like Tom and Jerry is easily one of my favorite shows.
Tom and Jerry's I fucking loved Tom and Jerry as a kid. I think that's where I got most of my humor from, was Tom and Jerry.
I think my only problem I really have so far with the new Grinch is Max's design.
Yeah,
he looks like he has it looks like he has a comb over, while at the same time also looking like every teenager ever.
He looks like an edgy teen.
Max, fetch me my coffee. Do it yourself, you bastard. He's just oh god, what if they remade the Cat in the Hat, but instead of like thing 1, thing 2 being like crazy, like goofy things. They're just like, it's like now meet thing 1 and thing 2. Do we have to do this? They're just
sounds like something Robot Chicken would do.
that actually does.
Like, do we have to do this?
I don't want to be here. This is. Oh, actually, here's something. I am. Well, as a side note, I just want to say I know that you disagree, but it openly makes me happy that the Mario movie has only 15% on Rotten Tomatoes. But
yeah.
The new Mario movie, I am horrified for. I don't know if it's gonna be good. I don't know if it's gonna be bad.
I didn't even know they were doing another one.
Yeah, they're making one. Shigeru Miyamoto's actually gonna be a director this time, so it's not gonna be like.
Is it gonna be animated?
It's animated. It's by Illumination.
Oh yeah, then it'll probably be good.
Because
Illumination does very good stuff. Better than
yeah,
Sony.
well, with the right people behind it. Because I mean, then again, like
Sing was great, and the first Despicable Me was great.
Yeah, and like, because even people like Sony Pictures who make like the Emoji Movie, they had stuff like, I'm trying to remember the other one. Why the fuck am I blanking? The Smurfs. Like even they still have Hotel Transylvania. Oh no, I showed you. Oh yeah, I showed you the Hotel Transylvania thing.
Yeah, you did.
But yeah, like they still have that with the right people. They can do a lot. And I just want to say right off the bat, by the way, I actually have high hopes for this, at least a little bit, because Shigeru Miyamoto, whenever he's making a game, he always says, at least for stuff like Mario, story should always be as minimal as it can be. So they always focus on just making it fun rather than complicated.
Yeah, that's probably that might bite them in the butt.
Well, no. I'm excited mainly because I want to see what Shigeru does now when he's focusing on a story.
Yeah.
Because think about it, Mario Odyssey, with that like minimal story thing, they did a lot in Mario Odyssey. Yeah. They still got that. They still got that sweet naked Bowser in there, dude. They found a way to work it in.
You know what's a movie company that like everyone forgot about that did really good movies? DreamWorks.
Sure.
I don't even know if they're coming out.
Let the record show, I was about to say DreamWorks. I was just cut off.
First of all, number one, How to Train Your Dragon and How to Train Your Dragon 2 were great.
Yeah, they were actually.
I was so surprised the sequel was good. I was very surprised the sequel was good.
It feels like they've done something recently.
I think they did the new Kung Fu Panda, but that wasn't.
Kung Fu Panda?
There was Kung Fu Panda 3.
Well,
I don't know.
Okay,
but,
no, those are the old ones. Is it 2000? They have gone through. Okay. They did Ghost in the Shell? They did Ghost in the Shell.
I think they did CGI.
I would imagine so, but it's weird. One day, so
I mean
2017, or rather, yeah, 2017, you're making like movies that are supposed to take place in the future, neon everywhere. It might even take place in a video game. And then your first major movie, somebody once told me the way. How do you do that, dude?
I mean, in all fairness, like, you would never expect the people that were behind, like, fucking Frozen to do CGI work for Star Wars. So that's it kind of balances out because they use their same team.
Yeah. Also, as a side note, it seems that this is not an animated movie, but I just want to say with no context, Yeah, okay. 2 months before, I don't know why I had such a big brain fart there, but 2 months before they made Shrek, they made a movie called The Mexican. Just The Mexican.
r/no context.
It only had a butt. Oh yeah. Why the hell? This is a weird thing to bring up. Why the hell is budgeting for movies so weird? Like, Shrek had 60 million, like, let's go to a random thing. Shrek had 60 million. The Post, it had 50 million, and it's like, all these things, and it sounds like oh, it sounds pretty normal. The Disturbia had 20 million, but then you look at something like Ready Player One, which has a budget of 175 million. Oh
I think
God,
animated, especially back then, I believe animated ones were a lot
refuse
cheaper
to
to
believe.
do.
70.
I mean, that's what I think anyway.
$74 million for Minions, with a return of $1.159 billion.
Yeah, the movie industry
Horrible.
banging, like.
Great,
I mean,
great,
even if,
like
okay,
monetarily, but horribly, like horrible morally.
Well, to be fair, never mind. But
To be fair, you have to have a high IQ to
I was
understand
gonna
Minions.
bring up something, and then you were gonna. I was gonna bring up something, and you were gonna argue with me, but I'm not gonna bring it up.
We'll have an entire episode just to get it
so
dedicated to us fighting.
The thing is, like, with them, that's why I want to work in like CGI animated movie industry, because they can make a lot of money off of shitty things.
They really can.
Like oh my god, I'd love to work for Disney on a really great movie and have my name in there. But like the thing is, like, I mean, there's having credit and being proud, or having money and being happy.
That really is a big thing. And then again, too, if I get into like realistic animation, like CGI, like in live action stuff, I want to work for Legendary. The stuff they do, they have movies like The Dark Knight, Pacific Rim, Godzilla. Why am I? Where did it go? I'm going. What's happening? Everything's going black. What? Yeah, no, I lost the video I was the list I was looking at. Where was the other movie I was gonna list? I don't care, but they made stuff like, The Dark Knight. They had stuff like Pacific Rim. They had Godzilla. They made 300. They did like Inception. Yeah. They made Kong, but at the same time, they also made stuff like Lady in the Water and Man of Steel and stuff like The Thinning.
Well, you'll always have...
Oh shit, they're working on Detective Pikachu?
If you started... you'll always have, you'll always have the bad
those movies.
But if you're people like Sony and you make bad movies all the time, except Hotel Transylvania...
Which, let me be clear, is good.
Well, it seems like the third one and the second one were cash grabs. But the third one looks like what you said yesterday, a good cash grab, and the second one was a good cash grab.
It's like
because it was genuinely entertaining.
It's kind of like Shrek 2 and then not Shrek 3 and then kind of Shrek 4, where like those were cash grabs, but then they were good, as I stated, except for the third one.
Yeah. Except we don't talk about the third one.
Yeah, like okay, so Sony has done stuff like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, the Pirates, Hotel Transylvania. Other stuff.
Are we trying to list good movies?
Yeah, those are literally the only 3 series they have. And then they also have the Emoji Movie. Surf's Up.
Emoji Movie.
The Smurfs. I'm still angry, by the way, that they canceled Popeye, because Popeye's another one of my favorite shows.
Oh yeah, that was. I mean, to be fair, I was 50-50 with that, because I didn't know if they were gonna ruin it or if they were gonna make it fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So
well, then again, but it
looked
who
good.
do they have directing it again? Wait, let me check. They had the visionary of who the hell? Oh, and that's producer. Who's the director? Who? Oh, it was Tartakovsky. We could have had Hotel Transylvania quality.
Why would they drop?
Because we needed a movie about emojis. Oh, they were gonna have a movie about Medusa. Dude, okay, I love
They have so many ideas that they fucking can, and it pisses me off. Especially when they released the Popeye thing. They rubbed it in our faces and then canceled it immediately.
Look what we can get. Here's an emoji. Oh shit. You know the Razzies? It's like the opposite of the Oscars. It's like the worst movies get nominated.
Yeah.
The Emoji Movie won Worst Picture, Worst Director, Worst Screenplay, and Worst Screen Combo. Ooh.
Wasn't the guy who directed it like a new director? Like
he worked on The Lion King 2, The Prince of Egypt, The Road to El Dorado, Home on the Range, Lilo and Stitch 2, Kronk's New Groove, Igor, Kung Fu Panda, Secrets of the Masters, and then the Emoji Movie.
Again, as I said, I'm not mad at Sony because you're always gonna have, especially if you go into the directing business, you're always gonna have a movie that's gonna flunk ridiculously. Like, probably to the writers, that was the most genius thing ever, and it flunked.
Yeah.
And that's just how the movie business is, baby. Like,
yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes. But again, it's you're always gonna have those things, especially with the music as well. You're always gonna have those albums or songs that flunk. You're very proud of.
Oh, how, Nick? What have you done? What? Oh my God, Nickelodeon. They are having the 2018 Kids' Choice Awards.
Right.
And wow, I just need to make sure. I need to make sure I'm reading that right. Favorite, is it? Wait, is it not in there? Wait. Okay, wait, this is confusing.
Isn't that soon?
Oh, okay. So, the 2018 Kids' Choice Awards. Favorite animated movies. Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. That's a good movie.
Good movie.
Smurfs, The Lost Village. I've heard that's an okay movie from Sony. The Lego Batman movie. I've heard that's good. Coco.
That was very good.
One of the few movies that's actually made me cry. Cars 3. It's Cars, of course, going to be there. Same with Despicable Me 3.
Yeah.
Ferdinand. Okay, that one's a little in the water. But then, what's the last choice? Of course, the Emoji Movie. Everyone's favorite movie of 2017.
To be fair, this is kids we're talking about. They're not going to vote the movies that were... Because when you're a kid, you'll watch something and you'll think it's the greatest thing ever. Like...
Yeah, well, then again, at the same time, I was... Oh, yeah, okay, I think it might definitely be like that because, DJ Khaled is one of the choices for favorite male artist. I think that's a...
Why not Big
very
Shaq?
2017 thing. That would have made more sense. At least that's a somewhat modern. But no, that's from... Why is The Simpsons one of the things you can pick in favorite cartoon? The Simpsons is a very adult show. Not very adult, but it's an adult show.
It's 14 up, I want to say.
Yeah, they have sex jokes in there.
What are
kids?
What are our kids watching?
They're openly watching the Emoji Movie.
Also, I wouldn't be surprised if the Emoji Movie wins. I'd be very surprised if Coco wins because that was a brilliant movie. That was absolutely breathtaking.
Or Captain Underpants because
Captain
as much as I love like Pixar type beautiful movies, at the same time I also come on, it's Captain Underpants. It's stupid
and
humor
Kevin
and it
Hart.
works.
You can't pass that up.
And it's not even the kind of stupid humor that's ironically great to watch. It's just genuinely actually great.
Yeah, it's great stupid humor, and that's the kind of humor I love.
Cause when you grow up, you're reading a book called Captain Underpants. What do you expect?
Yeah.
You're gonna get this stupid. Wait, did I? Oh, okay. I thought for some reason I was like. Did somebody... Because I was going through the Wikipedia page, and it's somewhere along, I said, I saw No Country for Old Men, and I was just like, was somebody who worked on that movie on Captain Underpants?
But on that note, we are almost close to our recording time. That was productive, I want to say.
Oh yeah, wow. Jesus Christ! It's already been almost an hour.
Yep.
I just realized, what was everything in between what we've been talking about?
I don't even remember, and let's not bring it up again because we're gonna keep going on for ages.
This is a big problem we're gonna have, and god damn it, we're gonna keep it with that problem.
No, but that was the first episode of Is Nothing Easy, brought to you by me and Wario.
And me.
And us.
The second me.
Me too.
As we all know. By me and me. Can we just like re-record Can we just like re-record the intro and then just swap it so it's at the end so people don't have to put up with my stupidity in the beginning?
No, that was fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. We have no sponsors, so
we have no sponsors, so just give us money, please.
Give us money.
We don't have a PO box. We're not making our like PayPal's public. Just find out where we live. Give us cash.
Money. No, but yeah, that was the first episode. And we'll see. We don't have an outro, but we'll do anything else today.
We'll do the most badass. When we get